Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast. This is a show that offers cutting edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsambyrne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. So my eye vitamin is excellent. It's got enough, dosage. It's organic. It's high quality. If you're going to get the MSM again on Sunday, I think we're going to start selling the MSM mist, but the MSM, and then you could just get the eye vitamin and the astaxanthin. And I'll mention a few others, and these would be optional for you. One is a form of vitamin E called annatto vitamin E. I sell it. Annatto comes from an annatto tree, and it's a form of vitamin E that actually supports the healthy blood vessels in the retina. And it's a really, I had somebody recently who had a growth over their cornea. It's called a pterygium. And they started to take the annatto vitamin E and it just went away. So it's a very powerful antioxidant. That's one you could look at. Another one is saffron. So saffron is a spice, and because of its orange color, it's got a really high concentration of antioxidants, and it really helps the retina. It's like it's one of those extra phytochemicals that if you really want to boost your retina health, saffron. And then the third one is curcumin. So studies have shown, it's from turmeric. Curcumin is a high anti-inflammatory. They're using it now in studies to reverse glaucoma, so to improve circulation. And it's it's another one that I've been able to formulate these. So
and all three of those could kind of help with the vitreous issue.
Vitreous and vitreous retina issue. Yeah, absolutely. Because now you're getting both hydration and these very concentrated antioxidants. So you're covering yourself now. Because I suspect this thing has been going on for a while. And
and I looked back. She's never said anything, but I started looking back. They gave me 5 or 6 years, and it's on every one of them. And I'm like, they never said a word.
Yeah, so it's time for you to be proactive because they're just seeing a lot of people, and they're not going to necessarily report it. So anyway, that's kind of the scene on. You could go even deeper if you wanted to do something like an intermittent fasting program. I would start with like a 12-hour window.
I do a 12-hour, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And if you really want to boost it, go to 14 or 16. But that intermittent fasting is great for the eyes. I mean, it's really good. And let's see, what was there something else? Yeah, I think that's a good start for you. Remember your fats and oils. Remember, not a lot of processed foods, fried foods, and just you can stay connected to me and see how all that's going. But you might notice your eyesight gets clearer. And so now what I'd like to do is I'd like to move to the glasses prescription. And what I want to say about that is that when you start wearing a prescription, and you have to wear it a lot, your eyes start weakening. In your case, you wear them in a circumstance when you need them. That's the best way to wear them. And then when you don't need them, you don't need them. Your prescription in the distance is so minimal.
Right.
Stigmatism is so minimal. Honestly, you don't really need a prescription. And the thing about the progressive lenses is they make you tunnel your eyes. And so you're
Okay.
not using much of the lens, and that's a lot of stress on your eyeballs to have to, focus through these tiny
Uh-huh.
compartments.
Uh-huh.
There's a convenience factor again. So like if you're at church and you want to look up and look down, it's
Uh-huh.
fine. That but it would be like trying to walk in them or wear them all the time or wear them for driving because they're really reducing your peripheral vision like by 80 to 90%.
Well, that was
And
my big complaint when I got them. I'm like, my
yeah,
peripheral.
I mean it puts so much stress on your nervous system to have
Okay.
to exclude the wide part. The wide part of your vision is giving you depth perception,
Mm-hmm.
orientation, it helps your memory, and your nervous system, it's more relaxing. So
Okay.
so here's the other side of that is I don't know what you're doing for your, if you've got a computer, but you might consider just going to the drugstore and getting like a 1.25 or a 1.5 in a single vision lens and using that for your laptop. I
Okay.
mean, again, you could take the laptop into the drugstore and put it at the distance that you're working from and try on
Uh-huh.
different lenses. But a mistake people make is they use the reading glasses for the laptop. And that's going to make your eyes get worse because it's too much magnification at
Uh,
that computer distance. So let's say, for example, they have you at 2.25 for reading. Then you
mm-hmm.
shouldn't be using any more than like a 1.25 or a 1.5 for your computer.
Okay. I've got a 1.5 here that I've been using. So, but
Good,
uh,
good.
I'll try
Yeah,
the other.
so because the bigger the window you look through,
Mm-hmm.
the more relaxed and the better your eyes are.
Okay.
The smaller the window, the more tightness you're going to have.
Okay.
And some other things to consider in the reading. I don't know if you're reading books or your
Yeah, I
phone.
do. I do read books. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you're reading physical books or books on
Yeah.
a tablet?
No, I don't like to read online.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, if you have good lighting,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you can get away, at the drugstore, 175 or a two, you just have to see. I mean, lighting is a big issue. If you can
Sure.
get a good light on what you're reading, a lot of times you can take less magnification. And the higher the magnification, the the weaker your eyes are going to become.
Okay. Okay.
That's kind of you know, like the other prescriptions, they probably spend a lot of time in the exam, which is clear, one or two, and they make them too strong and distorted. And
Mm-hmm.
to say to somebody, well, just get used to it. Well, no, I don't want to get used to distorting, have to looking through a distorted lens because then my body's going to get distorted.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to accommodate to something that's already stressful.
Right.
Um, so, I
Okay.
would I would say exactly, you don't want to be wearing something too strong because that's another thing that's going to cause, your eyes to decelerate by wearing an optical system that's
Okay.
wrong for you. It's not matching you.
Okay. So if I was going to get if I was in good lighting for reading books or that kind of thing, shoot for like 1.75.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think you just have to try it out. Here's
Thanks.
here's the criteria. This is great. I'm glad you asked that question. Take the book to the drugstore, try on a 175, and ask yourself, how does this lens make me feel?
Okay.
Am I straining? So there's a mistake people make. They think that, well, if I get something less and I have to strain through it, that's good for me. Well, then, no, it's actually not. What you want to do is you want to get the least magnification that gives you the maximum relaxation and
Okay.
clarity.
Okay.
One of the formula. You
Okay.
can do eye exercises outside of that time if you want to, where you're challenging your vision, but you don't want to be challenging yourself when you're doing a pleasurable activity like reading, or you're,
Right.
That's not going to help you. It's only going to create more frustration and turn
Uh-huh.
you off from, this stuff doesn't work.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Right. So anyway, that's
Okay.
the scene on that. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.